We often carry the history of our bloodline, the victories, yes, but also the deep, aching disappointments, the inherited burdens, and the silent failures that echo through the years. Do you feel the weight of that name you bear? Not just the surname etched on a mailbox or a tombstone, but the weight of expectation. The fear that perhaps you have not done enough to secure the spiritual well-being of those you love most fiercely. It is a terrifying realization, isn't it? The thought that our health might fail, leaving our loved ones adrift. The quiet dread that our children might lose their way in a world that shouts so loudly. The constant, grinding fear of isolation and loneliness as the years advance. These anxieties are real. They are the shadows that try to steal the joy from your morning light, whispering insidious doubts. You are too old to change the course. Or your past mistakes have already determined their destiny. But today we stand against those whispers. Today we claim the divine intention woven into the very fabric of your existence and the future of your descendants. This morning, let us open our hearts to the foundational truth gifted to us in Jeremiah 29:11, a promise so profound it redefines the entire trajectory of your family's history. It is a promise spoken directly into the darkness of uncertainty, affirming that the chaos you might see is temporary. But God's plan is eternal, rooted in prosperity, peace, and an undeniable future of hope. We are here to dedicate the name, yes, the name, your family name. That sacred moniker that connects grandfather to child, mother to daughter, linking generations in an unbreakable chain. This dedication is a solemn, powerful act, drawing a line in the sand against every spiritual force attempting to undermine the destiny God has predetermined for your lineage. We declare with unwavering certainty that your family name is not merely a labelhood, is a sacred covenant sign. It shall be known across every sphere in the heavens, on earth, and in the lives of your children as a symbol of three eternal pillars: hope, faith, and fidelity. What does it mean to declare your family name a beacon of hope? It means that even when the storms rage, when the doctor's report is frightening, when the financial well runs dry, when communication breaks down and loneliness threatens to swallow you whole, your family will look up and see the light of Christ burning steadily. Your family's story will become a living testament that God is the ultimate provider, the ultimate healer, and the ultimate restorer. Every trial faced will not be a sign of divine abandonment, but a stage upon which the resilience of God's saving grace is powerfully displayed. The name you carry will scream not of defeat, but of deliverance, proving that even in the valley of the shadow, the rod and staff of the shepherd comfort you all. We dedicate the name to faith. We know the enemy seeks to sow seeds of doubt, especially in the hearts of the younger generation, pulling them away from the ancient paths. The world offers seductive distractions, temporary fixes that promise fulfillment but deliver only emptiness. But by dedicating the name to faith, you are erecting a spiritual fortress around every member. You are praying forth a divine inoculation against the poison of unbelief. We declare that every generation stemming from you will be marked by an intrinsic, undeniable trust in the Almighty. They will not waver when tested. They will not compromise when challenged. They will stand firm, anchored not to cultural currents, but to the rock of salvation. Your family will be known for their conviction, their spiritual clarity, and their courageous adherence to the truth, even when truth is unpopular. And finally, we dedicate the name to fidelity. This is the enduring strength, the steady resolve to remain faithful to God's calling, regardless of the cost. Fidelity means keeping covenant. It means breaking the chains of past generational mistakes, the anger, the addiction, the bitterness, the fear of scarcity, and replacing them with a legacy of obedience, forgiveness, and generous love. Your family name will henceforth represent a deep, generational commitment to serve the Lord with gladness. Passing the torch of genuine spirituality from one hand to the next. You are declaring today that your health, your resources, and your time will be used to glorify Him. Creating an inheritance for your grandchildren's grandchildren that is rich not just in material wealth, but overwhelmingly rich in spiritual fortitude. Do you see the visual? Imagine the weight lifting from your shoulders now. The responsibility is no longer solely yours. You have placed the name, the destiny, the future, into the only hands capable of handling such a precious gift, the hands of the Creator, who already knows the plans. He knows the plans for peace. He knows the plans for your prosperity, which means not just money, but thriving wholeness, shalom in body, soul, and spirit. He knows the plans for hope. This morning, let the fear of tomorrow dissolve. Let the anxiety about your aging body or the spiritual journey of your loved ones be silenced. The promise is claimed. The name is dedicated. The destiny is secured. Trust in the author, who is writing the most beautiful chapter of your family's story right now, today. As you declare this prayer of dedication, the purpose of your existence is being fulfilled, and your family will bear witness to His magnificent glory. Now, let us confirm this dedication with action. If this prayer has touched the deepest yearnings of your heart, if you truly believe in the generational power of God's promises for your name, please do not let this moment pass silently. Show your belief and help us share this lifeline of hope with others who are struggling with similar fears. Like this video right now to affirm your dedication, subscribe to our channel to join a community dedicated to faith and family legacy. And comment below with your family name or simply type Amen to publicly claim this blessing over your house today. Your engagement strengthens this message for all who desperately seek God's peace. Claim your destiny now. 588 characters. Now that the name is dedicated, the spirit is renewed, and the promise has been claimed. We must turn our gaze from the mountain peak of the promise to the sometimes rocky path of the present day. You feel the weight of this world, don't you? You feel the creeping shadow of doubt when the doctor delivers news that shakes your stability, or when silence stretches too long in your home, reminding you of the gap where loved ones used to stand. This is where the dedicated life truly begins its testimony. Faith is not merely a declaration. It is the sturdy anchor dropped deep into the eternal sea, holding you firm when the storms of life, the storms of age, illness, and isolation threaten to pull you under. Think of Moses standing before the Red Sea. He had claimed the promise, yet the fear of the physical impossibility of escape was crushing. But when the promise is dedicated, the impossible becomes merely an opportunity for God to display His glory. And beloved friend, your present impossibility, be it the recovery of health, the reconciliation of family, or the simple yearning for peace in your weary heart, is exactly where God is waiting to part your waters. We often look back, measuring our lives by our successes and failures, fearing that the best years are behind us. But dedicating your name and your future to the Almighty means that your greatest chapters are always ahead, written not by the limitations of your body or the circumstances of your past, but by the limitless grace of God. Do you worry about the fragility of your body? We are reminded that though the outer self wastes away, the inner self is being renewed day by day. Every wrinkle, every ache, every moment of solitude is a sacred canvas upon which the master weaver is painting endurance, wisdom, and profound reliance on Him. You are not alone in the quiet hours. When the house is still and sleep evades you, and the fear of slipping away unnoticed presses close, remember this: God watches over you. He is the keeper of your soul, the lamp unto your feet. He promised never to leave you nor forsake you. He has etched your name, the dedicated name, upon the palm of His hand. You are seen. You are cherished. Your value does not depreciate with time, and it deepens, like fine wine, matured by the long journey of faith. Let us visualize this dedication as a covenant shield. The fiery darts of worry, the worry about finances running dry, the worry about dependence on others, the worry that your spiritual legacy will fade. These darts cannot pierce the covenant shield you have just raised. Why? Because you have traded fleeting control for eternal providence. You have said, Lord, my strength fails, but yours never does. My vision dims, but your light shines forever. This is the power of dedicating your life and your future to Him. It moves the battle from your frail shoulders to His mighty ones. The enemy of our souls loves to whisper lies of abandonment. He seeks to exploit the deep human fear of isolation, especially as we advance in years. He tells you that your contribution is done, that your prayers are weaker, that your impact is over. But that is a profound deception. Your dedication unlocks a new ministry, the ministry of persistent prayer and intercession. Your dedicated life, lived in quiet reliance, is a beacon to your children and grandchildren. They watch how you handle adversity, how you cling to the promise when everything else shifts. Your faith, like a steady lighthouse beam, guides them through their own foggy passages. Even when you feel you are doing nothing but simply surviving. Do not let the physical ailments become the definition of your existence. Your identity is rooted in the Eternal One, the resurrection and the life. When fatigue sets in, when memory falters, when the world seems confusing, return always to the simplicity of the dedicated name. Repeat the promises aloud. Feel the power in the name of Jesus, the name above all names, which guarantees your heritage. The dedication you made today is the unbreakable link connecting your past sacrifices, your present struggles, and your glorious eternal future. We walk forward not in certainty of ease, but in certainty of companionship. We walk forward knowing that every single day is numbered and blessed by the divine hand. We walk forward, remembering that the ultimate destination is not decay, but renewal. Not loneliness, but the everlasting embrace of the Father. This dedication is your spiritual inheritance secured, your generational blessing activated. Rest in this truth. Let the deep peace of God, which surpasses all earthly understanding, guard your heart and your mind. The dedication is complete. Now, live in the profound freedom that comes from knowing you are irrevocably His, and His promise for peace, for hope, for destiny is irrevocably yours. Let us return to the imagery of the lifeline, the faith that is thrown to you when the waves of worry crash highest. You have grabbed hold. You have dedicated your strength, or lack thereof, to the one who defines strength. This moment of dedication is the moment you shift your focus from the temporal calendar counting down the days to the eternal clock, where time is measured only by God's unending love for you. The fear of being forgotten is a heavy burden, isn't it? As the generations speed up and the world grows louder, many of us feel like faint echoes in a rapidly changing landscape. But when you dedicate your lineage, your name is permanently recorded in the heavenly registry. You are not an echo. You are a foundational voice. You are the patriarch or matriarch whose faithful steps pave the way for those who follow. Imagine the faith of Abraham, who dedicated his son Isaac. A dedication that mirrored the profound commitment of the father dedicating his own son for our salvation. Abraham did not understand the entire plan, but he understood the character of the dedicator. And just like Abraham, you might not see the full tapestry of your remaining years, but you know the artist. His work is perfect. His care is meticulous. Every gray hair is a halo of glory. Every physical limitation is an opportunity to lean harder on the everlasting arms. The covenant is sealed not in fleeting emotion, but in enduring commitment. When despair tries to creep back in, whispering that your prayers aren't effective, or that the dedicated children are straying too far, Visualize the dedication prayer as a protective spiritual fence around your loved ones. Even when they wander into the wilderness of their own choices, the spiritual dagger of your dedicated faith continues to call them home, tugging at their spirit like an invisible, unyielding thread attached to the heart of God. This final segment of our journey together is about resting in the finished work. We dedicate our names, our fears, and our future, not because we are perfectly strong, but because He is perfectly sufficient. The peace you crave is not found in controlling the outcomes, but in releasing the need for control itself, dropping it into the capable, scarred hands of Christ. You are safe, your family is covered, your destiny is guaranteed. Live today and every day forward, knowing that the greatest chapter of your dedicated life is being written right now, culminating in eternal joy. If this message resonated with the deepest chambers of your heart, if you feel the weight of fear lifting and the certainty of God's plan settling upon you, do not keep this powerful peace to yourself. Be a partner in spreading this hope. Please take a moment now, like this video, to seal your declaration and affirm your dedication publicly. Subscribe to join our family of faith, ensuring you receive continuous spiritual support and encouragement. And most importantly, comment below, tell us how this dedication has impacted your hope. Or simply type "I am secure in Him" to declare your trust. Your interaction is the wind beneath the wings of this ministry, allowing us to reach every soul grappling with loneliness and doubt. Share this lifeline today. Let us walk this final path together, hand in God's hand.